Hello, I'm Tom Grotowski. I'm the founder of Brats-Bourbon-Brews, the non-for-profit organization here in Joliet, Illinois. I want to welcome you to our event tonight. It's held at the Jacob Henry Mansion. It's August 23rd, 2023, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., 3 hours of fun, entertainment, great bourbons, great bratwursts, and a great cause, giving $25,000 to the VIP Service Dog Foundation to supply 5 dogs to 5 veterans for all the things they've done for us in this world. Thank you.
Can anybody hear me out there? Hello, 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 hello. During this little break in music, I think it's time I thanked a bunch of people for coming out here tonight. I want to introduce my board: Angie Agater of Fit Foundation, Jen Lynch, Linda Slabo, Sally Matei, Jeff Pearson, the famous in his own mind John Simpson, and Mr. Clay Johnson. Thank you guys for being on the board for Brats-Bourbon-Brews. Then the committee: Amber Duffy, Marlena Jurek, Mike Guglielmucci, Steve Saporta, Gary Fuqua, and my buddy Jim Dodaro. Thank you so much for all you've done for this event. We also want to thank our major donors tonight, our sponsors: Darcy Motor Group, Joliet Electric Motors, Northern Illinois Steel, Old National Bank. And then our music sponsored: Allied Instrumentation, Apache Industrial Services, Arcus Restaurant Group, Construction by Timco, Exxon Mobil, Ferguson Enterprises, J&A Sales, K2 Industrial Services, Pearson Consulting, Steel Services Incorporated, Sunbelt Rentals, Tom Bolek, United Rentals, and Window World. And I just want to remind everybody while you're here tonight is to give 5 service dogs to veterans. We're giving out $25,000 to VIP service dogs. I'm sure you've seen about 5 or 6 of those dogs around here. They're on this level, they're on the mid-level and the upper level. I want to remind everybody that we have raffles tonight. We got some really cool raffle baskets. We got some upscale bourbons over there on this table. We got a football signed by Kevin Butler of the Chicago Bears. And then on the upper level, or the next level, there's a bunch of different raffle baskets. And then in the next room up, we have more bratwurst cooks, and we have another band, and we have a sweet table. There's a whole bunch of stuff up there too. So make sure you check out this whole function, the whole ordeal. We brought it all inside tonight because of the heat, but we can't thank you enough for everything you're doing. Is everybody having a good time? Is everybody having a good time? Once more, is everybody having a good time? All right, thank you everyone. I can't wait to draw all the winners of these raffle baskets and the Bratwurst Golden Trophy Award. We'll see who that's going to be tonight. So in the meantime, have a great time. I'll come back in about an hour to bother you again. Thank you everyone. I got to introduce somebody here, and this is one of the best guys you're ever going to meet in your life, Dave Nelson.
Why are you doing this?
This whole event started from 5 bottles of bourbon at my shop, and Dave offered his jewelry store on Jefferson Street 2 years in a row to expand it to how it is. And I can never ever thank Dave enough. He's one of the guys in the whole community that I look up to and I respect, and I think I'd be mistaken if I didn't honor him tonight by saying thank you, Dave. You're a wonderful person, a wonderful friend. I'll never ever forget you in my life.
Thanks, Tom. You're great. You guys, your team did a great job. This is awesome. Enjoy. Thanks, Tom. You didn't have to.
All right, it's Beers, Brats, and Bourbon. We're at the Jacob Henry Mansion. I'm Scott Slocum. This is Nicole from Four Roses Bourbon out of Kentucky. Nicole, why should people buy Four Roses?
Because there's 4 of the best products on the market.
Tell me about all 4 of them.
So you start with your little brothers at 80 proof. You promote yourself to 90 to 100 to 104 proof. You have a variety of different flavors in each one of them. Variety across the board price-wise. You just can't beat it.
What's your favorite personally? If you could have one of these, just one, what would it be?
Probably the single barrel, the Four Roses single barrel. It's one barrel, one recipe. That's probably my baby.
All right, where can we get it?
You can get it at John's Beverage across from Inwood. You can get it at any one of your Benny's across town. I mean, pretty much anywhere.
Nicole with Four Roses. All right, this is Carlos from Joliet. We're talking now about Rabbit Hole. What's up with that name? That's pretty cool.
It's a flavorful name, but it really does give you a good caramel flavor towards the end of it.
All right, so what's the response been like so far tonight? People like it?
Yes, that, as well as the chicken cot. You have two flavors of bourbon and this is a rye, sweeter,
A little
smooth
sweeter.
taste.
So when did this bourbon craze start up?
I want to say I've been looking at it for the last 4 years.
Yeah, that's about it, right? 18, 19, it's the thing now. Carlos, thanks, buddy.
Not a problem. Thank you.
All right, Stacy is here. This is not only the bourbon, it's also the brats. She's from Coldwell Banker. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm better than you because the real estate market's struggling a little bit right now.
Oh, it's all good. I'll take care of anybody. It's all good.
All right, let's take a look at the dish. You know what? Best presentation I've seen so far.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So it's cute. It's got a little fork. I know you can't see it in the camera, but it's got a little fork, a little yellow pepper.
Got a little homemade tomato sauce and some grilled peppers and onions.
All right. Now you're over here in the corner. We're going to steer as many people over here as possible.
Right, I think they go by and they forget.
They do.
Yeah.
So why are you doing this?
You know what? I like to do anything to help out a cause, and I think it's great what they're doing. So I like to just do anything. I really like to be part of the community, and I mean, that's it. That's why I'm here. Look at this is fantastic.
Absolutely it is. All right, hold this.
All right. Pressure's on.
Hold on. We'll get the pepper
You
too.
oh yeah, you gotta get the peppers and the sauce. Nice.
Really good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
All right, so Darvin Furniture's here tonight. They have a big raffle prize coming up a little bit later on. Will, you sell furniture. Darvin's a huge name. What's up with the brats?
Well, I tell you, I had never had a brat actually until about 4 years ago, unbelievably. So
You're not from Wisconsin.
not originally, but you know what? I have found a new friend, and so much so that we're now here, and we're very honored to participate.
All right, so the menu is brats, but you have put a little spin on it.
We're making I can't tell you how we make the brats exactly because it's a secret. They are smoked, by the way, but we're making fresh waffles right over here. And when we put it all together with the honey and the bacon and all these other things, we've really got something that's pretty magical.
They've got a real waffle making machine over there, because I know there's a waffle making guy over there.
That's right.
So yeah, they're making waffles, and then you put a little syrup on it.
Oh well, I can't tell you the whole. It's a honey, but
Oh, it's a honey, okay.
yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to try one here in a minute. I don't want to do it while I'm talking because it'll be a mess. But Will, thanks for your support of Brats Beers and Bourbon.
Oh, I'm absolutely loving it. Thank you so much for everything. We're very happy to be here.
And I hope I win the $500 gift certificate to Darvin Furniture. We'll draw in just a little bit. Thanks, Will.
Don't forget Darvin during our Labor Day sale, which starts any day now.
All right, downtown Joliet represented, Chicago Street. This is Karen from the Blue Taco.
Chef Thomas.
Hi, Jeff.
How you doing, sir?
Good, guys. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. People that make tacos don't know what they're doing when it comes to brats, does he?
This is a classically French trained chef. He does everything.
Oh.
I know a little something about something.
All right, so what did you do here tonight?
We did a homemade brat meatball with a Guinness sharp cheddar cheese Wisconsin sauce.
Are you going to put it on the menu at the Blue Taco?
I'm going to probably run it as a special for the next week so people can try it still.
Awesome.
It's gone. Everybody kept coming back for more. They're like, I heard this was so good, and they came back for 2 more, so we're out.
300 meatballs are gone.
300 meatballs, gone. Okay, so Blue Taco, tell everybody a little bit about your restaurant because we support downtown Joliet business.
We do catering, everything, office parties, rentals. You can have a party at our place, and of course, we'd love to serve you tacos and everything else.
Awesome. Guys, thanks for coming out and supporting.
Thank you very much, Sean. Also, our chef is Army veteran, 82nd Airport.
Thanks for your service, man. Blue Taco, downtown Joliet.
Thank you.
All right, Joliet firefighters, you guys have been busy this summer, unfortunately, but a night off tonight to help out Beers, Brats, and Bourbon. Eric Matson is here from the Joliet Fire Department. What you got going on here, man?
Well, our famous, world famous brats, jalapeno, mango. I mean, you can't beat it. For a good cause, you know. We had them specially made, our own sauce. Earlier we had them with a nice cilantro, lime, rice pilaf, but we ran short. It's a lot of work, but it's for a good cause.
So rumor has it this is your recipe.
It is my recipe. We put it together, and it's, hey, why not? It's competition, Scott. You know, they said there's a trophy. We went for it.
So we know about your famous corn, right?
Yes. Well,
corn in the cob. So is this a close second?
Nothing beats our corn.
That's true.
Nothing beats our.
How many did you sell at the Taste of Joliet? Do you know offhand?
It was our best year.
How many years?
It was our best year ever.
10,000.
Close to it, if not.
That's a lot.
It was a great year.
That's a lot.
No, and for a good cause. And then we put it towards this. We got to,
right.
You know how it is. We just keep it rolling.
All right, Joliet firefighters, they protect and they serve. Brats. Beautiful. All right, this is Angie from Fit. It's pretty loud in here, but we can still hear you. What a night.
Yes, it's amazing. These are flying off the shelf. I can't make them fast enough.
Now, she serves great food, but also she's got a restaurant that serves, well, health food, but at the same time, food that's prepackaged. People can come in and buy it. They don't have to do a lot of prep.
Healthy to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you guys located?
We're at 2209 Plainfield Road. We're right next to Walt's Hobby Shop.
Walt's Hobby Shop. All right, so what do we got going on here tonight?
We have a homemade crostini with onion jam, a brat that is in Dijon, horseradish, and honey, and it's topped with parsley.
And it's awesome. And if you want to vote for her, she's table number?
8.
Table number 8. Thanks, Angie. And you know what, folks? She's one of the organizers of this event, so we thank her very much for all your work.
Thank you.
You bet. All right, Pat Nutter and Joliet City Councilman. What a place. I love the Jacob Henry Mansion.
I mean, unbelievable. As you know, we're supposed to be outside. The temp doesn't exactly let that happen. They're more than accommodated enough to get it moved inside, and it's going for a great cause.
They do such a great job.
Oh, they do. I mean, you can't argue with the place. I mean, they just do a tremendous job.
It's a Joliet treasure.
Yes. More than happy to have Sue Bornhoff and the family here in Joliet. Yep.
What an event. Tom Grotowski, I mean, look at this place. It's a mob scene.
It is. It would have been nicer outside. No, it's great. It's great here. Everybody gets to be closer, talk to everybody. It's an outstanding event. He does a great job giving back to the community by far.
Well, the spirit of Joliet is alive and well. This town gives back. It's crazy.
Yeah, yes. I mean, when you look around on who's here, all walks of life, all areas of the city are here trying to help out to give back to the veterans with the dog program.
I saw 2 tables over there full of Shanahan people, so we come too.
Unbelievable, you out-of-towners could come here.
Yeah, we're all 8 miles away.
The whole area is together on something like this, which is how it should be.
Thanks, Pat.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
All right.
Isn't this fun?
It is a blast.
And tell us who you are.
I'm Clay Johnson, and I'm using Smolage Brothers Brats, smoked with Jack Daniel wood chips, and soaked in Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale. Tasty little bites tonight.
And have you done this for Tom before?
I have done it from the beginning. I was there with him with the first event. He did all the cooking there, but after that, when we went to David Nelson, I started cooking for him. So,
thank you for doing this.
You're welcome. It's for the community. It's a good thing.
Hi, I know you're Jeff Pearson.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay, tell us what you made, Jeff.
So I figured with the theme of the event, it's bratwurst, right? So I'm just going to do a bratwurst. So I used beer, brown sugar, and apple cider vinegar, boiled it, peppers and onions, seared them on the grill, and then put them back in the bag. And people seem to like them. Yeah, it's just a basic recipe.
I tasted it. It was delicious.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And what a great event.
I know.
For service dogs, for the milk. It's really great. Yeah. Very, very.
Have you done this before, Tom?
I did it last year, and yeah, I've attended the event every year.
Okay. I'm sure it's going to be a yearly thing for you.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yes, thank you.
What an amazing evening. Wow. What a great outcome that it is tonight. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing this evening.
Well, I'm with VIP Service Dog Foundation, and we train service dogs for disabled or differently abled people that could use a dog that will help them get through their daily lives.
So give me an example of what a service dog really does to help disabled people.
Well, it's going to depend on what that person needs. We do a lot of dogs that help with PTSD or emotional support types of situations. And so the dog can do things like interrupt behaviors. So if the anxiety starts to come up, the dog can recognize those signs and go ahead and interrupt that behavior so that it doesn't actually turn into an outburst. Sometimes a dog will do a blocking maneuver, so there's a physical barrier between what's going on in a wonderful, well-attended event like this, and will help to comfort the individual.
So tell me a little bit about why he is chewing my foot right now.
Well, he shouldn't be doing that, but this little guy is only 5.5 months old.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes, he's a St. Bernard Poodle mix.
Oh my gosh.
So he's going to grow up a little bit. And we always say, you know, they're not robots, they're dogs. So they do have their moments of break where they get distracted by something or, you know, maybe they forget what they're supposed to be doing. But our goal is to get them into these types of environments so that they can learn how to behave when there is maybe something going on, loud noises, equipment, things like that.
So I work for Joliet Junior College, and we have a lot of students that, you know, have like a seeing problem or whatever. And so we have a lot of the service dogs that come through. So tell me your recommendations. Like, what do the dogs do for someone that's like they have a sight impairment?
Well, there are different types of service dogs. So you're talking about a blind or visual assist dog. Our program is more for physical or emotional. So you also have medical alert dogs as another type of service dog as well. So the dogs will typically specialize in one area. And so I don't have a lot of experience or knowledge about the visual assist dogs, but ours are more physical as well as emotional, PTSD, autism, that type of a spectrum.
It's just great to know for the world to know that there's so many different ways that they can assist. Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed interviewing you, and thanks for coming tonight.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm Susie Stockwell, and I'm here with Tom. Tom, tell me a little bit about the service dog and what they provide.
Okay, well, Linus is our 11th dog that we've trained, so my wife and I, and he is 11 months old, and he's going to be placed this week. He's going to a young woman that has fibromyalgia, and he does a lot of pickup. You know, if you drop your keys, you drop your wallet, you drop your phone, he'll pick it up, your channel changer, and that's some of the things that she's going to need to be done. And he also can take your socks off.
Oh my gosh, that is so wonderful.
Yeah, so it's going to...
So tell me the training that goes into these dogs. So from the time they are born until the time that you put them into a service, you know, a dog position. Okay. Tell me about what physical things you have to do to train them.
Okay, we go through early training, you know, and every week we meet one day a week, and then we start training all the pups at that time. And then the next week we add another task, and the week after that another task. And we have about 50 to 60 commands that all the dogs can do. So by the time they're 10 months old, we try to have them placed, and then between 10 and 12 months, and then we find their life partner.
That is so awesome. So I want you to look into the camera and tell me a telephone number that they can call if someone is interested in a service dog, or a company name, or anything that you know.
Well, you can give my phone number, 815-405-8960, and you can reach me on my cell. And usually that's the best way to reach us because we have a phone that you call in, but it takes a few days to get there.
Okay.
But I have a very good story for you if you want a good story.
Yes.
One of our dogs, his name was Tuffy, and he was scheduled to go to a family who couldn't take him. And then we had a man and his daughter who was autistic, and she was nonverbal, and she met Tuffy one night at school. He says, I'm trying to get a dog for her. So we met. She did a paws up. He licked her face. It was really cuddling. And the next day, asked her dad, "Where's Tuffy the dog?" That was the first thing she said.
Oh my gosh.
Her dad called, says, "I need that dog. I got to have that dog." And so 2 weeks later, Tuffy was with Maddie, and they've been there together for 2 years now.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. So to my heart. Very nice to meet you. Thank you so much. All right.
Would you tell us a little bit about this huge dog?
He's half St. Bernard, half Poodle. I've had him for 5 years, and he picks up stuff for me. He helps me up off the ground and stuff like that. So I have mobility issues. So he's basically my service dog. And
That's wonderful. How did you find him?
How did we find him, Mom?
We had his service dog put to sleep, and one of my breeders offered him to us, and she even delivered him.
Like where?
Indiana.
Hand delivered him to my front door.
And how big was he when you got him?
He was
12 weeks.
12 weeks, and I could walk him
And he
down
was
the street.
probably 35 pounds, and he's now 150.
Oh my goodness. What's his name?
Yogi, like Yogi Bear.
Yogi Bear.
Yogi
Hey,
Bear.
Yogi.
Yogi Bear.
Hey, Yogi.
Hey.
Hi, Yogi.
So we're getting ready to pull some raffles now, but I got a few people that I need to thank. And these are the On the Rock sponsors. There's Allied Landscaping. I saw Ron Plunk here. Blackburn, Dietrich, and Sontag. Castle Law, Contract Association of Will and Grundy Counties. David and Charlie Dwyer. Edward Jones, Ed Dollinger, and Nick Tyrell. First Secure Bank, Fred C. James Funeral Home, Joliet Rivals Club. Law offices of Tadona Morton. The Lithberg Law Office, Midwest Valve, Novastuck, MJ Electric, Motion Industries, Rathburn, Servignac, and Kozel, Supported Law Services, Gordon, Jaworski, and Preston Law Firm, and the Wengler Law Firm, all On the Rock sponsor. How about a round of applause for them? Thank you so much. Now we got just a few more. These are the Friends of the Brats-Bourbon-Brews. That's the Associated Clubs of Will County, Ken Woody Sports and More, Steve Randage, Shignoli Auto Sales, Corrosion Fluid Products, David Rice. And then we've got Double J Bar, Immediate Cure, Filato Professional Services, Fisher Scientific, Hometown National Bank, Illinois Licensed Beverage Association, James Egan, Judge John Anderson, Clover and Company, CPAs, Nauer Industries, Meg Laugren Capel, Senator, MRC Global, Melco, Northwest Recreation Club, Old Fashioned Pancake House, Plainfield Rotary, Ragusa Promo Advertising, the Strange and Unusual Gallery downtown Joliet, the Tezak Funeral Home, Tom and Kathy Amos, Tom Ryder, and then Warmer Rogers, Duran and Ruzon. I have to say thank you to all the sponsors, no matter what level it was. Because of you, we're giving out $25,000 to VIP service dogs, and we're going to give 5 service dogs to veterans that are really in need. Without your support, without you coming, and without you attending, drinking all of this bourbon that we have, we couldn't do it without you. All the sponsors, all the attendees, all the volunteers, the committee, the board, everything. I just can't thank everybody enough. What we're going to do right now is we're going to have Will, who is the owner, the president of Darvin Furniture, and they're out of Orland Park in Mokina, and he is going to draw a $500 gift certificate winner for his store. So I'm going to give the microphone over to Will, let him say a couple things, and then he can draw that ticket.
Oh, this microphone? Okay. Oh, this one? Oh, both of them? Okay. All right, well, we're about to draw the $500 Darvin gift card. And before we do that, I just want to say thank you for having us be part of Brats-Bourbon-Brews. We love being here. We love being part of the community and making a difference with the Service Dog Foundation. Absolutely love being here and looking forward to seeing who our big winner is. $500 at Darwin Furniture. All right, Charlie.
You gotta get almost with your lips touching.
Okay, okay. We're at Darwin, we're busy getting ready for our pre-Labor Day sale, by the way. Great time to buy, pre-Labor Day sale at Darwin. All right, get your tickets ready. Here we go. The number of the ticket, the winning ticket for $500 at Darwin is 372-8831. That's 372-8831. Do we have a winner? What do we do if there's no one present?
We have 8931.
All right.
Say it again.
Here we go. We're going to pick again. All right. Oh, hold on. Hold on. What was the first one?
I didn't say it. No?
Nope, missed it. All right, here we go. The winning ticket for the $500 Darwin gift card is 372-8987. That's 8987. $500 at Darwin. Do we have a winner? The officials say, Charlie, pick again. Let's pick a winner this time, Charlie. Hold on.
8, 9, 8857. Oh.
Here we go. Here we go.
Make sure you announce it.
All right.
So
372-9009. 372-9009. Oh, that's my ticket. No, I'm just kidding. All right, we have a winner. 372-9009. Oh, this is the first time for everything. All right, here we go. Try another one. All right. $500 at Darwin Furniture and Mattress. Here we go. 372-9037. That's a winner, baby. That's a winner for somebody. 372-9037. Oh, we got one. All right, congratulations.
Let's just verify it.
Yep.
Where is it?
Verify. How you got it verified?
What is it?
That's it. That's it.
All right.
Congratulations. Yep. All right, thanks everybody.
Thanks, Will, Charlie. And we're going to have a little presentation while we decide who won the Bratwurst competition. And that's going to be Donna Akers, who's the president of VIP Service Organization, Service Foundation, who trains the dogs. They're going to bring some of the dogs up here. And we also have Blair Peters, who is a board member, and Tom Bolek, who's another board member of VIP Service Dog Foundation. So while we're checking out who won the Golden Bratwurst Award, we'll be being introduced to the dogs here. And they're coming, I see them coming in a little parade from that upper level. They should be here at any moment. Donna Akers is bringing this little pup in her arms. Come on up. Come on up. Hello, Booches. Look at all these lovely dogs. There's going to be 5 of these dogs given to veterans. 5 of them. It costs $5,000 to train these things, and these people are all volunteers. That money comes out of their pocket for food and everything, so this is a great organization. So, does anybody want to, Donna, you want to say a word? What's that? Take both of them. It's on the TV also.
I am president of VIP Service Dogs Foundation. This program has been in effect for 12 years. I have my board members, Blair, Jen, Tom, his wife Barb. Tom is raising Linus, who is a 10-month-old, 7 months, 11 months old golden. This dog here is my son's dog. He's a St. Bernudo. The one below me is a Bernedoodle, who is 13 weeks. This is our English Golden Cream, who is about 4.5 months old. And our other St. Bernudo, Tundra, who came all the way from West Virginia, and he is like 5 months old. We appreciate all of you guys. We're glad that you came out to help us, and we are so excited to go ahead and give more dogs to our veterans who have given so much to us.
Well, thank you very much, Donna. Thanks, Tom, Barb, Anna, Jen, and Blair. And so anyway, these dogs are cute, but these people are special because they do this out of the kindness of their heart. They train these dogs, and it's a commitment. It's not like your little pet dog at home where you let them out in the backyard to run. They train these to be service dogs, and they're going to take good care of our veterans. 5 of our veterans are going to each receive one. So I want to just say how proud I am. All you guys do. Thank you for bringing the dogs tonight. We're going to settle up with you after the event, and we're going to move on, and then we're going to have maybe a couple of the veterans come back next year and introduce the dogs and the veterans to it. So thank you. So thank you very much. And once again, to all the people that showed up and everybody that sponsored and everybody that volunteered, thank you so much, because it's a real important thing that you're doing for this organization. Thank you.
There's 2 things that we really want. We want fosters, and we also want people that need a service dog.
So VIP service dog, they're always looking for fosters, and they're always looking for needs. So if you know anybody in need, let them know. If you want to learn how to be a foster, let someone know from the organization. And there is a free gift from VIP on your way out. Make sure you stop and pick it up. Do we have the Golden Bratwurst Trophy winner yet? Okay. Once again, I want to thank our committee, including the board. And the board is Angie Agater, she's our vice president. Jen Lynch is our counsel. Linda Slavo, she's our secretary, or she's our treasurer. Sally Matei is the secretary. And then we have Jeff Pearson, our sergeant at arms, and John Simpson and Clay Johnson. Our committee also included Amber Duffy, Marlena Jurek, Mike Guglielmucci, Steve Saporta, Gary Fuqua, and Jimmy Dodero. Once again, our major sponsors we need to thank tonight would be Darcy Motor Group, Joliet Electric Motors, Northern Illinois Steel, and Old National Bank. Do we have a winner of the Golden Bratwurst Trophy yet? We're just waiting for them to come up. Our music sponsors, Allied Instrument, Apache Industrial Services, Arcus Restaurant Group, Construction by Timco, Exxon Mobil, Ferguson Enterprises, J&A Sales Incorporated, K2 Industrial Services, Pearson Consulting, Steel Services Incorporated, Sunbelt Rentals, Tom Bolek, United Rentals, and Window World. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for all the volunteers pouring the bourbon. I hope everybody had some good bourbon out there. I hope you enjoyed. And when I see those arms raising that and yelling, I know that it's been a good night. Thanks, Nick, for coming tonight. I'm glad you were here. Do we have a winner? Almost. Okay. Anybody not having fun here? I don't see too many sad faces. I see a lot of happy smiles, and I like to see that from up here. Don't forget to come up to the board and check your tickets for the winners up here. I know we still have quite a few of them. We got the Golden Bratwurst Trophy being delivered by our Vice President, Angie Agater, owner of Fit Foundation Restaurant in Crest Hill. How about a big round of applause? Okay, could I get the board of directors up here? Jeff, John, Clay, Linda, where's Sally? Sally, come on up. Lynch. Sally, there's stairs around over here. Clay, John Simpson, where are you guys at? John Simpson, where are you at? I want you to take a look at this group of fine individuals here. They did it. They pulled it off. They put their heart and soul into this, and I'm telling you, they were amazing. It's the best board you could ever imagine having. Linda, take a good look, because we are a happy group and we love our bourbons. We have monthly tastings at the Great American Bagel. The second Tuesday or Wednesday of the month, come and sample more bourbons and sample some brats and get to know everybody. Every month of the year we have a little bourbon tasting to keep this thing going.
Announce the winner, Tom.
You want the winner? You want to know who won the Golden Bratwurst Trophy? To be mounted proudly on their shelf? Where's Jeff Pearson at? Way to go, Jeff. Jeff. You want to say a word or two?
I do. I mean, what a great organization to work with, and what a great benefit that we're doing for the service dogs. You know, as soon as Tom, you came up with that idea, and Tom Bullock approached you, we knew that this is what we wanted to do. Because the service dogs, it's a complete volunteer organization, and that's what we're into also. So thank you, and thanks for everybody for coming by.
I want to thank all the chefs here. Rock City was here, and McWethy's, and I mean so many. Nico's Pizza, and the Blue Taco. They ran out of food. Everybody said it was so good they were eating. We had Stacy Beeson over there. We have Darvin Furniture, the Blue Taco. We have the Joliet Police Department, or Joliet Fire Department was here. Angie Agater, Linda Slavo. We had Clay Johnson, and the winner, Jeff Pearson. So thank you, everybody. I think we're going to have maybe just a little bit more music. Enjoy a couple more drinks, a couple more brats that's left. And thank you so much for being here tonight. You are a wonderful group of people. You ought to be proud of yourselves for everything you've done. $25,000 goes to VIP service dogs. It's awesome. All volunteers. All volunteers. It's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, board. Thank you, committee. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You're wonderful. We close at 8, so get your last couple cocktails in and have a great rest of your night. Drive careful, have some coffee, have some sweets. Remember us, come back next year once again. Thank you. One other thing, Sue Bornhofen. I don't know where Sue's at, but Sue and her family, her sister Ann, her daughters, her son-in-laws, everybody here, they are amazing. Sue Bornhofen, you're a wonderful lady. I don't know where you're at right now, but I'll tell you what, they don't make people like you and your sister Ann up there and the rest of your family. Your mother, your dad was fantastic, your brothers. This Bornhofen family, this is what Joliet's all about right here. Doing it for the community. Wonderful, wonderful people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's finish this up with a bang tonight and have a great rest of your night. Thanks, everybody.
So, Thomas, you promised them a great time at the world-famous, what? Brats-Bourbon-Brews at the Jacob Henry Mansion, and as you saw, it was a fun time. However, there's one thing missing. It was you. We need you there next year. We'll find out when that's going to take place. But first, let's kind of go over some of that stuff we just watched at the mansion. And let's open the door. We go out the parking lot. We get in the car. We go down to Essington. We go into your special room here where all the planning, where all your committee members, where all the fun guys and girls plan this event. Many moons ago. Tommy, take us down the journey.
Well, you know, we started this Brats-Bourbon-Brews in December of 2018. And it started as a way of getting some people together, but doing something good for the community while we're having a couple of social drinks and some food. So I had purchased 5 bottles of bourbon, and I made some bratwurst and got a couple cases of beer, invited maybe about 20 people. And we created a logo that day. Richard Snyder, retired architect, he actually created our first logo. But I had these people come, and about maybe 15, 20 showed up. And I asked them to bring canned goods and dry goods that we donated to Morning Star Mission. And that's how it all started. So the following year, great friend of mine, a great local businessman, someone I really look up to for everything he's done for the community, but David Nelson from David Nelson Exquisite Jewelry over on Jefferson Street. He offered the following year to hold it at his jewelry shop. And we had, I don't know, 70 or 80 people came, and the following year we did it again at his shop, and we just had such a great turnout. We had such a great time. We increased our bourbons. We had many different people that helped. Joe Garbin, a local businessman around here, helped us the first couple of years to get this established. And it grew, and we were able to give money to Cornerstone Services and to Easter Seals. And we wanted an event that was going to be a happy event and to make sure that we were doing good for the community, because I live to give. I think that my upbringing had taught me that there's many people out there in this world that need more than I need. And if I have, I like to give, and if I learn, I like to teach. And I think that's really important. I tell people all the time, if you're feeling down, volunteer somewhere. Do something good for community, do something good for society, and you're going to feel so much better about yourself because you see the need out there. So when I say I live to give, I think that's really, really important. Well, then, you know, that terrible COVID hit, and we couldn't do it for 1 year, and I put a committee together and a board. We're a certified 501c3 not-for-profit organization, and we moved it over to the Jacob Henry Mansion, and Sue Bornhofen was so delightful in helping us last year in 2022 and again in 2023. But the committee and the board, I can't praise them enough. I can't thank them enough. They do this all for volunteers. Last year in 2022, we were able to give $10,000 to the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum on Route 66. I know that Ron's done great things down there. He's a visionary for Joliet, for things that are about to happen. If you read his post, you'll see that there's people from all over the world stopping in Joliet to see the Illinois Rock and Roll Museum on Route 66. This year, we felt a need for the veterans to thank them for something special. Veterans have given of their time with little money, little to come back to them, and we really, really respect them. I've respected veterans forever. My grandparents, uncles, great uncles, brother-in-laws are all in the service. And when I bought the Great American Bagel, I thought with a name like that, I have to do something for veterans. So day one with my business cards, I put a coupon on the back of my business cards to say thank you to all veterans. And when I give them out, I ask people to take down my information, but then hand those out to a veteran because there's a coupon on there for a free coffee and bagel special. So they can come in here anytime. We don't ask any questions. But the need for thanking veterans was very strong in my life. 10 years now I've been at this bagel shop. 10 years I've been doing it. This year we did this for veterans to give them dogs. 5 veterans are each going to receive a service dog. And I find that the VIP Service Dog organization, the Service Dog Foundation, they're the ones that do the training. And all the people that train the dogs are all volunteers. It was really important for us, a group of board members and committee members here, that we do everything out of the kindness of our heart. We don't take any salaries or stipends of any type, and we're giving the money to another organization that does the same thing for the good of our community. So I'm real proud of my committee, my board, and all the sponsors that really stepped up from the community to do something. I always look at small organizations like mine. Every organization from Rotary to Kiwanis to Big Brothers Big Sisters, Easter Seals, it started with one single thought. What are we going to do to make this better? And all these organizations that I mentioned are huge international organizations. I'm just a little guy here in Joliet trying to help a community, the City of Champions. That's what we're all about here. And it's really important, the City of Champions. It's not just sports. Champions aren't sports, but it's the political scheme of the city. It's the community that gets together and does all kinds of things. It's little organizations like mine, but it's the social service organizations like the Children's Advocacy Center, Easter Seals, Cornerstone, like I mentioned. They're all really important. But mine is important because we can choose who gets us and who has the need this current year. And my board is just absolutely wonderful. I can't thank Angie Agater at Fit Foundation. She's my vice president. She's a wonderful lady, gives of herself, runs her own business for, I think it's 9 years this year. And she's just a wonderful chef. She's, like I said, she's vice president. I have Clay Johnson, Jennifer Lynch is now, John Simpson, Jeff Pearson, a lot of people know him from the school board. He's been around for a long time. Sally Matei, she's our secretary, and she's in charge of the Illinois Pet Rescue throughout the whole state of Illinois. She's a delightful lady. And then Linda Slabo she's our treasurer. So that's my board of directors, and we've put them together. You know, as friends, I don't want to say hand-picked, but the value that each one of them brings is just something I can't even put into proper words, and I can't put into a thankfulness to all of them for what they do. And then the committee, we had Amber Duffy from Jitters, and Gary Fuqua does all of our IT work and puts our website together and does all our marketing changes that we need. Bob Fox, the owner of Omega Plumbing, Mike Guglielmucci from Ken Woody Sports Apparel over on Jefferson Street, and then Marlena Jurek, and she's from Fred C. Dames Funeral Home. All of these people have come together, and we planned it right here at the Great American Bagel. It started here in 2018 at the Great American Bagel with 5 bottles, and it turned into the 400 people that you saw in this video having a great, happy time. We had 2 bands that played, Dickie Tezak with the Jib Brothers Band, and he was just they're amazing talents. They're just a fun band. So we had a really fun event. You saw the service dogs. You saw the ones that are in training right now that are going out to a good cause. And sometimes they go to a child with disabilities besides a veteran. So we're trying to do things that are good for the whole community here. Without you customers, these bottles of bourbon right here, our glasses of bourbon that we salute everybody that came, and we thank everybody genuinely from our hearts for being there. And next year it's going to be around the same time, same place, the Jacob Henry Mansion. And when I mention that, I feel that I always have to mention Sue Bornhofen, because she's a delightful lady. If you don't know her, that's someone that you should know. I guarantee you'll never, ever forget Sue Bornhofen and her entire family. Now, when I was announcing her and thanking her from the stage, as good as she is as a business owner, as a mentor to many, she was taking out the garbage. Here the lady owns this mansion. She's got 400 people there, and she's the one taking out the garbage. And I just find that that's what leadership is all about. And she is definitely a leader in our community and one of the finest women I've ever had the chance to know.
And that whole family is, and Dad was the same way as well. One of the things that I want to continue, and we also want to touch base on the Great American Bagel, which is next door. This is Tom's executive suite back here where we're doing this interview. But years ago, I met Tom, and we were both at that time into bands. And here's a picture of us several years ago playing guitars. Okay, that might be stretching it a bit, but
I got a guitar hanging on the wall.
I know, I got the picture. You didn't see it, but we just put the picture up there of you, and you were about 30, I think, at that time. Now, what happens for, you mentioned that's going to happen again next year. Do you have a charity picked out, or is that something the committee is going to go through?
Well, as a committee, we're going to go, we'll talk about it. We'll start planning this within the next couple months. And we're not really sure who our recipient's going to be, but there will be a place on our website, and I say it's the Ask page. So if you have a special needs that you want to apply for our grant money, I'll call it. It's not really a grant, but we give it out.
Yes, it is.
And so if you have a need, you can always apply, and that gives us some ideas about what's really needed in the community. And like I said, what was important about this year is with the VIP Service Dog Foundation, a local guy, Tom Bolek, who he retired from TJ Lambrick. He worked in construction for many, many years, and a lot of people know him. Well, him and his wife train these dogs. So we stayed local here, and they're volunteers. They train these dogs and don't receive anything for it. And it costs about $5,000 for the dog and the training. And then there's actually additional costs that go beyond it you're not aware of, but when you have a dog, you have to take care of it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's your baby for life. Although it's taking care of you, you still have to feed it and water it and take it out, and there's certain things that happen. So there's always money that's needed. So we have to decide as a committee, as a group, where that money goes to. And we thought it was really special because it doesn't go to any salaries. It doesn't go to anything besides that specific need to give dogs to veterans. So the group will get together, and we're going to start planning. We'll have a wrap-up meeting probably on middle of September, and we'll discuss how everything went with the party tonight. And we're going to do some monthly tastings so we can keep tasting. I have several bourbons out here that were on display and able to be tasted at the event tonight. And we're going to decide if we want to keep some of these or get some new ones. And part of our group, they drove down to Kentucky this year, so some of our bourbons you can only get
on the Bourbon Trail.
On the Bourbon Trail, yeah. So,
well, Tom, we want to do two things, well, three things actually, before we bid you adieu. First of all, if you listen and watch Tom, the message that I hope that you receive is that you live to give. I think that's his mantra, and we all need to do the same thing, live to give. And there's a wonderful array here, and one of them is called Smoke Uncut. And we want to salute you. I salute you, and we'll do a little smoke. Very good, very good. Now, I don't know if they allow me to do this or not, but we're going to do it. And that is, we're going to go and take you through, just go through the front door of the Great American Bagel, and what should we be ready to see?
Inside the Great American Bagel, you're going to see a lot of local things. You're going to see a lot of art. I'm an art collector of sorts. I love all different types of art. You're going to see paintings that are all original from local artists for New Orleans North, which is another big festival in downtown Joliet. Every June it's held. It's an outdoor music, food, and fun event that's all based on New Orleans. So we have these paintings that are New Orleans North paintings, and I've had a different artist do them each year so that we don't have anything the same, similar. It's all the artist's interpretation. You're going to see some fantastic employees. It's hard running a business. I'm not always the happy business owner.
Really?
But
you are too.
They put up with me, and I can't thank Leandra and Dolores and Michaela and Socorro and Emily are my weekday employees, and then the girls on the weekends are just fantastic. I wish they, didn't have to go back to high school and college, and I try to talk them out of,
Talk about it.
you don't need college. What do you need college for? I didn't have college. But you're going to see fresh baked bagels. My baker, Brigito, comes in every day, and he bakes everything from scratch. We slice our own meats. Everything is prepared as freshly as we possibly can. And you're going to see menus that are full of bagels, breakfast sandwiches like you wouldn't believe. We even actually have a New Orleans North panini, which is house roasted pork with Cajun spice and ham and eggs, jalapenos, and pepper jack cheese on a panini roll. We have all different types of lunch sandwiches. I have a beef, bacon, and bourbon panini, which is a specialty for here, and obviously with the bourbon thing, it fits right in. We have soups every day. Our chili is wonderful. We have salads. You can get about anything you want here, but you know what you really get at the Great American Bagel? You get friendship. And I have a lot of people that come in the morning, and they put the tables together, and they sit around, and sometimes they might sit for a couple hours drinking coffee. I really don't care. I like that they're in my place drinking coffee and talking about Joliet and the great things that are happening here. I don't have any political affiliation with any of them in particular, but I like them all. I like everybody that comes into my place. So we have from politicians to the common everyday person that doesn't feel like they deserve to be treated in a certain way. And, at Brats-Bourbon-Brews, I met this gentleman at the Jazz Festival down at Bicentennial Park this year. He was from New Orleans. I came and talked to him. He showed up with his wife at the event. And when I was on stage here tonight, I thanked him for coming, and he was shocked. He said, "I don't deserve that." And I said, "Why don't you deserve that? You're a great guy, Yeah. So big or small, the Great American Bagel brings everybody in, and I think we have a great atmosphere. Now we screw up, everybody screws up, but all in all, we have a really cool little gathering place here in Joliet that people come and have a great time at and have made friendships for the past 10 years.
A few years ago, a guy adopted me. His name was Juan Valdez. And one thing that Tom forgot to mention to you, and I love coffee, and you have usually between 5 and 6 different types of brands of coffee available every morning.
Yeah, we have basically Hawaiian coffees that comes right from Hawaii. Hawaiian Paradise is the brand name. We always have a Volcano Dark Roast. The Paradise Roast is our regular. We have a decaf And then we usually have a couple flavors, whether it's luau latte or I think this morning we have vanilla macadamia nut, we have chocolate macadamia nut, hazelnut. It all comes from Hawaii. It's a great brand. It's great coffee. Come in and get a cup, taste whatever you want. If you don't like it, try the next one. But if you eat inside, you can drink coffee as much as you want all day. So I try to keep it reasonable for people. And in this economy, it's kind of tough. I could go Starbucks wise and charge you $5 for coffee and then another $5 for a refill, but I don't think that's the way I want to run my business. I'm a local guy here that's been coming to Joliet since I was 16 years old. I've worked in Joliet most of my adult life. I know the people around here, and I know what a solid, great community it really is. And we are the city of champions here. And my coffee is a champion of coffees.
There you go.
Wonderful. I love it. I drink a lot of it every day.
I know you do, and so do I. It's my favorite place. And I like the breakfast sandwiches. That's my thing here, as well as the bagels. I always like to, the girls will come up and say, "What do you want?" And I say, "Well, you pick it out."
Right.
And so they do. And it's always a great choice. Okay, so August of 2024, when it all takes place, right around, the second or third
week it's going to be. We're working on a date for the mansion, the Jacob Henry Mansion. I've already talked with Sue about it. But after Labor Day, now things will slow down just a little bit. And they had a busy Labor Day weekend, so I'm going to try to get in touch with her in the next week or so to get an exact date. And I have to mention our sponsors for Brats-Bourbon-Brews, because without our sponsors, we couldn't do nearly a fraction of what we've done in the community. Right. Since 2018, we've given out close to $50,000, I guess, when I look back at it. And without our sponsors helping us out with that, we had some major sponsors this year. Of course, a name that's associated with everything is Terry Darcy and the Darcy Motor Group, Joliet Electric Motors, Northern Illinois Steel, and Old National Bank. They were our major sponsors this year. Our music sponsors were Allied Instrumentation, Apache Industrial Services, the Arcus Restaurant Group, that's Bill Demetrioulis from downtown, Construction by Timco, ExxonMobil, Ferguson Enterprises, J&A Sales, K2 Industrial Services, Pearson Consulting, Steel Services Incorporated, Sunbelt Rentals, Tom Bolek, United Rentals, and Window World of Joliet. Great names on this list here. The list goes on and on. On the Rock sponsored, Ally Landscaping. Everybody knows Ally Landscaping, and Ron Plunk, they've been around here forever, great company. The Blackburn Gingrich Sontag Funeral Home, Castle Law, the Contractors Association of Will and Grundy Counties, Dave and Charlie Dwyer, Edward Jones, Ed Dollinger and Nick Tyrell with Edward Jones, First Secure Bank, wonderful that they joined us, Fred C. Dames Funeral Home, the Rivals Club, the law offices of Tadone and Morton, the Lithberg Law Office, Midwest Valve, MJ Electrics, Motion Industries, Rathburn, Cervignac, and Kozel Law Firm, Steve Supporta Law Offices, the Vorn, Jaworski, and Preston Law Firm, and the Wangler Law Firm. Wonderful sponsorships. And then we have another one that we call it the Friends of Brats-Bourbon-Brews, and it's $100. And the Associated Clubs of Will County, Ken Woody Sports, Steve Randich, Chignoli Auto Sales, Corrosion Fluid Products, David Rice, Double J Bar, Immediate Cure, Filato Professional Services, Fisher Scientific, Hometown National Bank, the Illinois Licensed Beverage Association, James Egan, Judge John Anderson, and so many more that came through at the end. So we had a great outpouring for our event tonight, and I can't thank the people enough for getting involved. We're doing things for the community, and they're the ones that are helping us to get it done.
Put on the screen right now is the Brats-Bourbon-Brews.org. Is that still up there?
Brats-Bourbon-Brews.org?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so they can go there and they can get...
That's our website.
So they can go, if you've watched this and you haven't been there, but you've seen what it is and what they do, if you want to use the opportunity to be a sponsor, you can certainly contact them on the website. There's other information there, and soon, in a month or so, they'll probably be putting the date on there we already know, I think, the location's going to be at the Jacob Henry Mansion. So
You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. On our website, you can just donate if you feel like you just want to donate. Maybe you don't like Brats Bourbon or Brews, and you just want to become part of what we do. There's a place where you can just go right to our website and donate right there.
here's a little trivia question for you. What's at 1101 Essington Road in Joliet, Illinois?
60435. That would be the Great American Bagel.
There you go. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next year.